Good training. I think I've been here for like 2 weeks now, so it's been good.
Okay. That's your first time doing camp with Roy?
This is gonna be my first full camp with Roy. I've been down here with him a couple times. I was down here with him a couple times last year for about a month, a little over. But I'm gonna do a full training camp with him down here.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I've never had you on my page, so condolences about your dad, your
Oh, I
pops, and
appreciate it.
everything.
Thank you. That's love. Thank you.
Absolutely. I think your mom started following me today. She looked young as hell. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
is
My
that his
mom.
mother?
Yeah, she's almost
Like,
she's almost 60.
damn.
Yeah, but yeah,
She
she's almost
is?
60. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wow. That's
yeah.
a blessing. How the
It
babies
is.
doing?
They're good. They're good. They're two of them are with her now, and then my other baby's with his mom right now. So they're all good.
That's what's up. Yeah, you had to leave the babies. So you got a fight date yet?
Nah, no date yet. We're working on a couple things. Me and Roy. Just to get me busy, get me back active. Um,
Okay.
so we're just working. We're working on that.
And you still signed with Mayweather Promotion?
Yeah, I have a working deal with Mayweather Promotions, so we
Awesome.
work together. Yeah, yeah.
And you like how they moving you so far?
It's all good. I've been, they put me on Showbox twice on FS1 once. I would have preferred to be a little bit more busier, but just
Yeah.
how things go sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the boxing game. So it's all good. It's all love over there from me with them.
Absolutely. So I saw your post.
Hmm.
So you want to fight Mr. What's his last name? B. I don't know how to pronounce it, but you want to fight
Berlanga,
him?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Belinda.
yeah.
Do you think that fight has a chance of like becoming reality?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I
Okay.
mean, at the end of the day, it's up to it's up to him and his people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing my part. But it's up to him and his people if they want that fight. So it's
Mm-hmm.
it's it's not really up to me. I can call for it all day. But it's up to them if they feel like that's the fight that they want.
Okay. Now, what made you want to fight him? Do you see anything in him that you think you could exploit,
I
or you
mean,
just think it'll be a good fight?
absolutely. But my thing is
Okay.
this. Any guy in the 168-pound weight division, is in my path. For where I'm trying to get to. So. But with him, it got personal when he got disrespectful, and
Okay.
that's that's why I'm pushing for it now. It's like, okay, cool. Like, it has nothing to do with, he was talking about, I want a payday, clout and all that. That shit don't mean anything to me. I'm not worried about none of that. It's him getting out of line, getting disrespectful, especially when I was showing him, respect. You know what I'm saying? So, my thing is this. Okay, well, you feel away, I feel away, so we should fight.
Absolutely. I'm out the loop though. What did he say? I didn't even know he
You
was
know,
talking
he
shit.
so someone had added him in a live, and that
Uh huh.
it was asked about our sparring session, and I
Okay.
was like, it was good work. I kept it respectful. I was like, it was good work. And then they asked, people asked who got the better of it, and I said me. Which is true. I don't have any reason to lie about that. And then someone tagged him in, and he just got crazy disrespectful. And talking about, I'll knock you the fuck out. You're broke.
Mm.
You don't have no money. This and that. Just crazy shit, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, and he started talking about money. He started talking about shit that didn't matter. I'm like, okay, well, if you feel away, then we should fight. I don't do good with disrespect.
Absolutely. Y'all both
I
men.
mean, my whole thing is this. If you know me, everybody knows, I'm respectful, and I keep it that way until you cross that line with me. Then it's like, okay, cool. Let's make the shit happen. Let's see if you really about all that shit you say. And then the other thing was, the other day he was saying, he was in Miami. He was like, yeah, these motherfuckers don't want no smoke, this and that, all this crazy shit. And I'm like, okay, well, you heard what I said the other day. You heard me loud and clear. So ain't shit changed with that. So that's how I look at it. And if hopefully we can make something happen.
I hope so. This
Yeah.
is what I say about him. Like, first round knockouts, of course, they're always exciting, but I always want to know what's going to happen with any fighter like that. If they got a fighter in front of them, they can't get out in the first round. I'm
Right.
always anxious to see what happens beyond that. I
Right.
mean, it looks good. It's great, but I'm always anxious to see what's going to happen beyond if you can't get him out in the first round. What does he really have? I mean, he's good, but I'm
Yeah.
waiting to see that.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm waiting to see.
that's that. I mean, I think that's what everybody's waiting to see. And
Yeah, that's what we're waiting to see.
And you know, my thing is this. You know, I believe in myself. I believe in my ability. You know, it's just that simple. You know, I see Jay Hamler said it's all for clout, but I don't do anything for clout. I've been around Floyd since I was 14 years old. You know, I'm around Roy Jones. You don't see me, you know, I don't dick ride nobody. You don't see me doing all that clout chasing shit. That's not me. I'm my own man. I stand on my own too. And it's just that simple. You know,
Absolutely.
fighting Edgar is not for clout for me. It's you disrespecting me. You feel you knocked me out. Okay, cool. Well, you know, show me. You know, that's my thing. You know, and
Absolutely.
that's just how I look at it. You know, it's we're in a sport where, you know, you know you wanna test yourself, and you know he got out of line, so it's like, okay, cool, let's make some shit happen, man. I'm not here to do all the talking and shit like that. It's easy to talk shit when nothing's going down, but I'd rather just fight you, and just that way we could just square all that shit away.
Absolutely. And that's what the fans want to see. So if this for some reason you can't get that fight, who else would you like to fight at 168?
I mean, my thing is this. It's you know, obviously, you know, with my last fight, I'm gonna, you know, make my way back up the ladder,
Of
you know,
course.
regardless. So it doesn't matter. You know, I'm gonna continue to, you know, like I said, me and Roy have a couple things and that we're working on, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, just to get me busy, get me active, whether it be, you know, small shit, it doesn't matter. Just, you know, a fighter needs activity.
Activity.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go get that, you know, and then we'll just continue to, you know, I'm gonna push the issue with Edgar regardless, just off the strength of him just disrespecting me, and then, you know, coming in my DM talking crazy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm
Oh,
gonna
damn,
push
he
the
hit you
issue.
in the DM? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like my whole thing is this, you know, he you know, he hit me in the DM. You know, he could have responded publicly, but he's responding, you know, through the DM, which is cool. That's the way that he wants to go. But you know, you have this name that you're, you know, this is your trademark. You know, this is your trade. It's your trademark. You're the monster. And when a motherfucker's calling your name, you're supposed to be like, yo, okay, what's up? You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear him saying too much of anything, or really I don't see them doing too much of anything. You know, so it's like, uh, you know, I'm just trying to make that fight, you know, and then we, you know,
Absolutely.
we'll just see what happens.
Oh, we're definitely watching. And speaking of Warrior, what you thought about the card with him and Tyson? I thought that was a pretty dope card they did. What you thought about that?
Oh man, you know, Roy's my guy, man. That's two legends. You know, that was, you know, something special
Mm-hmm.
for everybody to see. You know, I mean, for us to even get, you know, something like that on even on an exhibition level, you know, on an exhibition level, that's, you know, something that's a once in a lifetime type of thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
obviously they weren't in their prime, you know, I mean, but
Yeah.
they're still legends in the game,
And
you
it
know,
was
and
very entertaining.
yeah, they gave a lot to the sport, and even though
They did.
they're shelling themselves, you know, they still you know they put on, you know, an entertaining spectacle, you know, from, you know, the build up to it to when they got in the ring, you know, even afterwards, you know. So it's like it's one of them things where, you know, it was good for boxing, you know, and it was good for
Absolutely.
them too.
Do you think that that opened the doors for maybe some of the other legends to come back? I see Holyfield's talking.
Yeah.
Oliver McCall was talking. So you think we gonna see more of that in the
Um,
future?
I'm I'm sure you will. I mean, it seems like, you know, Tyson's getting back into you know, his from his post. It looks like he's getting back in the thing, and Holyfield, and you know, Shannon Briggs, and you know, I mean, so it's like I feel you,
Shit, even
Cal.
Oliver
I feel you,
McCall.
Cal. Yeah, huh? What'd you say?
Even Oliver McCall was talking his shit.
You
I
see what I'm
said, damn,
saying?
McCall.
I even seen what's his name talking about he might want to get back in there and have a rematch with Tyson. Buster
Who?
Douglas.
Oh, hell. For real?
Yeah. And I seen that's why I seen
Damn.
him. You know, so it's like, you know, everybody's trying to do their thing. You know, so I
Listen,
mean,
I'm not mad. Get paid. Get your money. I am not mad. That's what's up. That's definitely. I didn't.
these guys, I feel like this. These legends, they deserve to get paid.
Yeah.
They put their blood, sweat, and tears into this. You know, if that's a way for them to make money, there's no boxers union for any of the boxers. If that's a way
I
for them to make
know.
money without getting hurt, you know, and put on a good show for the fans, I mean, why not?
Absolutely.
Why not?
Absolutely. How's it being away from your babies? How old's the youngest one?
It's the toughest thing in the world. My son is he's 2 months, you know,
Oh.
and I left him, you know, 2 weeks ago. He just turned 2 months on the 23rd of this month. So that's tough. You know, all my kids, you know, I love my kids. If you know me, my kids is, you know, they're everything to me. So leaving them, you know, my son's birthday is coming up February 18th. You know, he's turning 6, and just being away from, you know, my two sons, my daughter, it's you know, that's not easy. It's not easy at all, especially
No.
for me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm daddy. You know, those are my kids. You know, those are everything to me. So it's tough. It's tough, but it's all for them. You know, that
Yep.
sacrifice. You know, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Other than you and Berlanga, what other fights you want to see this year? Any weight class.
Um,
But I'm gonna keep it at 168. What you think about that 168 division? What you want to see in that division?
I want to see, I mean, it's a bunch of fights that could be made at 68.
Yeah.
You got Benavidez Plant, Benavidez Canelo Plant. Um, you got I heard Jamal Charlo was talking about moving up and fighting Benavidez. Um,
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, it's multiple fights that can be made. Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant. That'd be a hell of a boxing match. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
it'd be a
saying?
boxing match. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of fights in the 168-pound division that could be made. You know,
Do you see Caleb having the skills to beat Canelo? The tools to beat him?
Caleb's skills is his skills. You
He
can
definitely can
never.
box his ass off.
He can. Oh, no, no, no. I've been in there with him, and
Mm-hmm.
he can box. It's a situation where I'm not gonna say what another man can and can't do. You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm not gonna I'm not
Gotcha.
gonna do that. But he definitely has the skills to go out there and put on a hell of a performance versus Canelo. It just all depends on the style of fighting that Canelo does too. So
Yeah.
it's like it's an intriguing matchup for real. I mean, it's one of the fights that has to happen.
I always say with Canelo, like the Billy Joe, the Caleb, they have the skills, but it's always like, can you take what he's giving back? Because he got so much to give, and he's so fucking tough.
Yeah, no, see with
And that's the
Canelo,
thing.
he's strong.
Yeah.
He's slick. He's strong. He's very smart. He's
Mm-hmm.
real cagey. And he
Absolutely.
he has a lot of experience. A lot
Yeah.
of experience. And
Mm-hmm.
Plant is slick in his own right. He has a good
Mm-hmm.
boxing IQ. He has the size. In terms of the height and the reach and things like that. He has good speed. Good boxing IQ. But with Canelo, it's a lot of experience.
Yeah.
It's a lot of experience. And like he said, this guy right here said Canelo's in his prime.
Yeah.
Canelo's in his prime. Plant's in his prime. So that's it's a hell of a matchup. I'd definitely be tuned in.
Absolutely. So will I.
Yeah.
So after this fight, I'm just gonna speak it into existence with Berlanga. You
Mhm.
win.
Mhm.
Where would you go from there? It'll be a huge win for you too. Nice win for you. Where would you go
From
from there?
for me, it's just that right there puts me right in the mix, right where I should be. I'm 29 years old. I'm in my prime.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, um, it puts me right in the mix. Obviously, it's still, I don't look at Berlanga as like a fight that would just, it would probably in the terms of the mass eye of the public because he has
Mm.
so much eyes on him.
Yeah.
I beat him, then it's like, yeah, there's a lot of eyes on me, but there's still work to be done. It just doesn't go where it's like, okay, you beat Berlanga, when he's, kind of untested. He's untested right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you
Yeah.
beat him, and it's like, okay, does that put you in the mix with Plant, Canelo, and them? Not necessarily. There's still more work to be done. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
Absolutely.
it's I wouldn't look at it like that. I wouldn't look at it like that at all. It's like, okay, you beat him. Now we still got work to do. To
Mm-hmm.
get there to call them names. It's like I'd have to go fight a Gabe Rosado. You get what I'm saying? Someone
Mm-hmm.
like that. I have to go
Yeah,
fight a
you
guy, beat a
do.
guy like that. And still
Absolutely.
work my way up because that's one thing about this game. You don't just call names when you haven't done anything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got to earn your stripes. You
Absolutely.
got to you got to you
I
got to
say it
earn your
all. That's
stripes.
that's what I said about that Ryan and Manny fight. I'm like, I don't think he's earned the right to fight him,
Yeah,
but
you got to earn your
you got to
stripes in
earn
this
that.
game. And
Absolutely.
I'm not for them it's exhibition. I get it, but like
Oh,
I
so
said, in
that's
this
what it. Okay, was it?
from what
Okay,
I've
I thought it
seen,
was a
it's
real fight.
exhibition, but you got to earn your
Oh.
stripes in this game. So it's like, I beat Berlanga. Yeah, that puts, all the attention on me. But
Mm.
in terms of, what I still have to do, I still have a lot more work to do. So it's like, and the work can definitely be done.
Yeah,
The work can definitely be done, and it would be done. So it's just one of them situations. I wouldn't, win over him wouldn't get to my head. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because I still understand that there's work to be done, and that's where guys slip up, and I've done that before myself. And just learning from those experiences. So you got to pay your dues in this game.
And I mentioned you said you've been around Floyd since you was 14. So how was
Yeah.
that being around somebody like Floyd? I'm just meaning like soaking up the knowledge that he has about boxing and the business of boxing.
being around Floyd from that young, it's a blessing. I met him playing basketball, and I
For
was in
real?
high school. Yeah, I met him. I was in high school. He used to rent out the 24-hour fitness in Las Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
and he would rent it out at nighttime. So, because Floyd, if you know Floyd does everything, at nighttime is his,
Yep.
that's his time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he did that, and I remember going to play basketball, and then he rent out the gym, and we just play all night. I would miss school sometime. I would ditch school because I'd be too tired. I couldn't wake up and, and go to school the next day. I know my mom's watching it, and I'm pretty sure
So
she
let me
knows
find out.
that.
You
But
got game. You can ball.
I could play a little bit. I'm not sitting up here
Okay.
saying, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that I'm, all this and that. But I definitely knock down some shots and lock somebody down.
So you ain't Steph Curry though, but you got a
Oh
little
no,
shot
no, no,
though.
no, 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 no. I'm not no Steph Curry. No, no, no. I'm gonna keep 100. No, but and Floyd showed me love then.
That's what's up.
And I remember, the thing that sticks out with Floyd, man, to me is from when I was that young was I was leaving the gym and I didn't have a membership. I didn't have a membership to even be at the gym. And then, he literally was like, I'm walking out and he was used to playing with me. He's like, yo, champ. He's like, you leaving? And I'm like, yeah, man, they're not letting me in. I don't have a membership. He was like, fuck that. You with me. He's like, come on. So we walked in.
Dope.
He literally pointed at the dude. He said, he's with me. And we kept walking. And we went and we played basketball all night long. And ever since then, Floyd showed me love when I came to his gym. Me and Devin Haney, we used to beg his Uncle Jeff to take us over there from Richard Steele's gym to take us over to Floyd's gym.
That's
And we would train there. And then we just got to be real hands-on and just, watch him and watch his every move, So it's a blessing for sure.
Awesome, absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for taking the time to come on here. I
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
So what you want to tell everybody to look out for you in this year, even if it's not, that fight, just you, period. In your career, you at 168.
Yeah.
What can we have forward looking to?
Just keep your eye on me. I put it like this. My biggest thing in boxing has always been my focus. And then that's the biggest. That's been the biggest issue for me. Focus. So I'm really locked in. And this year, I'm gonna make a statement. Some way, somehow, it's remember I said that. So that's
I
the
will.
thing. Whether I get the Barlenga fight this year or I don't, I'm pushing for it. I want it, but it's either way, you're gonna hear, my name. And like I said, I had a loss in, my previous fight last year.
Yeah.
But that doesn't define me. I know what was going on in my life, and it's just about getting those things right, getting your life together outside of boxing. And even if you do have them obstacles in your life, you got to know how to focus and lock all the way in. And that's my biggest thing. Nothing is knocking me off my focus. Nothing. And when I'm focused, I can't be touched. And that's just how I feel. So that's my thing for this year, and I'm looking forward to it.
I love the confidence. I love the dedication. And I'll be watching. And I appreciate you for doing this.
Well, I appreciate it. Anytime.
And tell Roy I said what's good. Tell him I gotta get him on this live so he can talk his shit. I know Roy still talks shit though. So
Roy, yeah, he'll say a couple things. He'll say a couple. He just texted me just now.
Lord.
He just texted me just now. So we were just talking some boxing stuff. So
That's
but Roy's a good dude.
Yeah, I met him a couple times when I used to go to fights, and I like him. Good dude.
No, he's a good dude, and so I'm just soaking up all this game down here, and just trying to make this shit work, making it happen.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you. I'm watching. I appreciate you for coming on here, okay?
Anytime.
Say hi to them babies when you speak to them. Say hi to your mother.
Oh, I got you. She's in here. So, yeah.
What up, Mom?